you doing?
Doing just fine.
Good.
So today, the MTA Chair Jenna Lieber said that the MTA doesn't need to have their money management audited. He wanted to say that he was happy with how they were managing their money with this influx of congestion pricing funds that is coming in. Now, you've been working with the MTA in Albany for 3 years now. You've come into office and you want to fiscally manage money in City Hall. Do you believe, running New York City, that the MTA has managed its money properly, and are you happy with what it's been doing in the city over the last 3 years? And then building on that with congestion pricing, you've repeatedly said we need to get this right. We need to have, however it is, this is like a moving target, basically, I guess, summing up what you've said over the last few weeks. Now, what do you believe needs to be adjusted? Are there exemptions that need to be added here for, I know the fire unions are coming out, the police unions are speaking out about this. What do you believe needs to be adjusted here to make this work properly?
So first, let's deal with the money management part. The state and the governor must deal with the finances of the MTA. That's their job. I have 99 problems, and I have to deal with what's in my portfolio. I always joke about the guy that stopped me on the street and say, I'm getting a divorce, it's your fault, Eric. When people get angry, it's the mayor. Let them, when they do their off topics, ask them that question. Find out from them how they're managing, how they're overseeing, what are they doing with the budgeting of the MTA. I have to budget this city and this agency, and we're doing that, and we're doing a darn good job, starting with our PEGs, being able to come up with $7.2 billion in savings so we can deal with the $6.5 billion migrant and asylum seeker crisis. We're managing our budget, landing our budgets, landing our interaction with the city council. So that's their issue. They need to figure the MTA out, figure out how it's going to be done correctly, and they need to work that through. And that's a question for them. That's not a question for me to speak on.
But they operate in
the
city. And you obviously have to work with them. They're building train stations. They're moving New Yorkers around. I mean, they are like the infrastructure in the city that fuels New York.
Yes.
So you have to have some sort of opinion on whether.
Well, I do have opinion. And remember, the capital budget that was put in place was voted down. Why try to pull my hair out? Or when I had hair, why try to pull that out on something that's not in my control? There's too much I have to do within my control. There are parts of government that must deal with the MTA. That is their issue. What was your second?
Congestion pricing. You've said that this needs to be right. So right. What is that? What do you think?
Look, they have to, by law, they have to reach $1 billion. They have to reach $1 billion. I'm a firm believer that we pushed for some waivers. We were able to get some waivers. We were able to get to $100 million in the environment for the environmental issues. I've raised what my thoughts were on this over and over again. Again, the state lawmakers put it in place. The MTA did what they had to do. The federal government did what they had to do. I believe congestion pricing should have gone through the city council. These are our roads, and it's in our city. I believe we should have had a greater impact on doing it, but that's not the reality. That's the balance of government. I respect the process. The powers I have, I use. The powers I don't have, I have to respond to those who have them.
Hi, Mayor.
What's up, Emma? How are you?